My VOD marker. I can't find it on my Steam Deck. There, Stream Deck. Okay, so last time we just we were right in front of the next liberation rite, and I want to talk about what I want to do here. So I'm suffering. All right, let's take a look at our characters. So we've already let Rookie go once, and I was going to let go Tizo, but the truth is we always need 3 people in our team to be able to conduct the liberation rite, which means eventually there's not going to be enough people to hold the rites, which means that inevitably there's going to be people that we can't liberate. And I've come to the conclusion, given that Tizo was born here.
Not fake, okay, maybe a little fake. iPhone giveaway? And all I have to do is sub or give bits?
No, you have to leave a comment as well. But thank you so much for the 500 bits. I really appreciate it. Thank you. The game is a little loud. Let me just turn it down a tiny bit. Okay. So, given that Tizo was born here, I do not think that he deserves... Well, maybe deserve isn't the right word. I don't think he should have a spot when everyone else has essentially more to lose by not returning home. But the question is, if not Tizo, then who? Right? We've learned a lot about Headwind. So much so that I don't think we can learn much more about him. But Headwind is kind of my favorite character, so... The thing is, I'm also worried if I let people go that I am comfortable playing, that I would have... The XP gate does get worse. Wait. You're joking, right? Really? Does that mean I can only live... Wait, what? Do they have to be level 4 now? Say psych right now. They don't have to be level 4, right? Just a bit higher than level 3? Bro, I only have 1 unit over level 4. Okay, so we might be fucked. We might just have to let Headwind go. Fuck. Regardless, anyway, I lost my train of thought. I don't think we're gonna send Tizo because the others need to go back home. They have things waiting for them at home. I don't particularly want to send Headwind home, given he is my favorite. But the worry I have is sending home the characters I'm also more comfortable on. For example, May is like one of my favorites to actually play during a rite. So yeah, I'm just hoping we're gonna find new people that control in a similar manner. Or maybe new people will join us that are nice to play as well. You should just start to write to ensure you can send people back. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Wolfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Wolfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my girl. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skill contributed to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time if possible. Know simply that for each one of us who goes, in doing so, he or she shall raise a total chance of our success. Here, madame, this night you shall confront the chastity. They have already appointed Manly to be liberated should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my girl, and lo, even the stars agree on this account. No! No, I'm not fucking risking it. I'm gonna be real. Hey Galaxy, this is a super giant game where you play basketball to get out of purgatory. I don't think pick the star. I don't want to pick the star. I don't think it's worth it. I think our freedom is more important, although the extra enlightenment bonus is nice. No, I'm not risking it. I'm sorry. Oh, my control's actually vibrating now with the stars. Well, also lore. Yeah, and I care too much. I care too much about getting them home.
Returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite.
No!
Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the chastity which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
The Pyre's burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The Pyre's burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then anointed one of the chastity, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Manly flourishes onto the ground and grasps his mask in his spindly fingers. Hello! Tetra Raid, hello! I love the name Tetra, hello! Hi Raiders, welcome. Let me turn this volume down a little bit. Hello! Where's my button? Hello! My name is Kori. I'm a soon-to-be undead crime boss VTuber on Twitch and sometimes YouTube depending on how I feel. I do a lot of different things. I play whatever I like and want to do. I like adventure games. I like roguelikes. I like character-driven story games. I like a whole lot of things. So thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the shoutouts as well. What were you up to? What were you up to? You were playing Genshin. Did you enjoy it? What were you doing? Did you have a good time at Tetra stream, everyone? Thank you so much for stopping by, Ren. Tyler, thanks so much for the follow. Here, if you want to take a quick peek, this is my my new design that I'll be changing into early next year. Genshin Chads. Kori trying to be the level 100 Mafia boss, yes. Oh, it's not my normal thing, lol. I was forced into a comfy stream. Ah, I see. What do you usually do? What do you usually play? Tell me about it. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit? Are you a VTuber? Are you a VTuber as well? No, please feel free to introduce yourself a little bit. We're playing Pyre, which is kind of an awkward game to jump into. I usually play Monster Hunter and stuff like Paragon. I've been thinking about getting more into Monster Hunter myself. I played a little bit of World and Rise. World didn't really stick with me. Rise was okay, but I've been thinking about maybe trying For You because another person I know really inspired me to give it another try. So yeah, Pyre, it's a Supergiant game. You might know Supergiant from Hades, Transistor, and Bastion. For you was the best in the series. Oh, I'll have to try it then. I'll have to try it. Death Scythe as well. Thanks so much, Phil. It's a game about playing basketball to get out of purgatory and to overthrow a government outside of purgatory. It's kind of a lot, but it's really good. But it's also kind of emotional. And this game makes me think a lot. And it's really, really good. If you're interested in trying maybe a long-running story game, this maybe could be a good pick, although I feel like it's very niche. Tetra and Bishop as well, thank you so much for the follows. If you want to follow but don't want your name read out, you can follow me when I'm offline. I won't tell anyone that you are here, I promise. Ballin' to overthrow a government, I'm here for it. It's very character-driven, and your choices very heavily matter. I know this is sort of like a meme with games now to say, oh, your choices matter, and then your choices matter at all, like not at all. But this game, man, it hurts. We're about to, so when you win these special liberation rights, you get to send one character, you get to set a character free. You get to send them back home out of purgatory. And when you do, you can't play them anymore. They're gone. They're back at home. So in that shape or form, you can sort of... Oh, hi, Seiko. Thank you. You can sort of really do a lot of different things depending on how your playthrough goes. So it's... I'm sure at least one person watching had a completely different playthrough experience than the one I'm having. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. And we are about to actually make the decision of sending the next character home. And I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready to make that decision, to be honest, but we'll just wing it, I guess. Manly flourishes onto the grounds and grasps his mask in his spindly fingers. Warmest salutations to you all upon this blessed eve. I am H. Manly Tinderstove, and I must say that I am very moved to be part of these proceedings. It shall be my humblest of privileges to return, quite soon I hope, unto the Commonwealth, where I shall dedicate myself in full toward the betterment of that society. I long to be a part of this glorious tradition even when my freedom is rightfully restored, for it is not the case that exiles such as we are called upon to lead. How you govern in your Commonwealth is not our business here. Your intentions shall mean nothing if you do not prevail in this right, Manly Tinderstove. Oh, but I meant no offense. I meant no offense at all. I shall serve well these rights, I promise. Why, I should think I shall be sending many exiles here into the downside to replace me. I can think of quite a few who I would think would benefit from experiencing this wonderful tradition for themselves. Then Manly covers his face again. Now as for you, Nightwings, make no attempt to undermine me here, and nothing shall befall you or your loved ones in the Commonwealth. Is it a deal? He's such a dick. Oh yeah, another great thing about this game is that we're essentially the villain of everyone else's story because they have to fight us specifically to get out and get their freedom. So if they lose against us, tough shit. They're not getting out. Now then, have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation rite? Reader, I am bound to tell you once more, the first companion whom you choose shall go free this very night if you prevail. Only the enlightened may be thus anointed. Not all among you may be ready yet. The other two chosen for the triumvirate shall lead their aid. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
Okay. I was so worried. It's only Hedwyn. This is bad. Wait. Oh my god, look at the XP difference. We can't send Tiza, but we can send Gilman. But look how small the difference is. This is messed up. Being the end of the gold bar, not the green one. I don't know enough about Gilman to send him home. I'm gonna send home. This is why you picked the Titan Stars. I know, but not for the fucking liberation, right? Are you crazy? I'll do it for the other rights, but not this one. I'm not even risking fucking up here. There's no redos for these. If I lose, I don't get the chance to send someone to freedom. I'm not risking shit. All right, I'm gonna pick Jodariel. If that is your wish.
Who shall lend her support?
I want to fucking cry already. No. I thought May was our girl. Oh, wouldn't it be poetic to have Pamitha as part of this? What's your team comp? I just think this is very, very nice. Sure, let's get her out if they're here then. And then we'll bring May.
May.
Oh, I can help? I think I can help.
Very well.
Now it begins. Do me this favor, if you please, and stand aside like a good sport there. I promise to reward you handsomely once I am free. Girl squad!
Commence.
Hold on, I don't know the controls anymore! Nice! Holy shit, do all the teams have different OSTs? Like different lyrics? I did not notice that before. No! Yes! I was trying to get the extra damage. They have different words for every team. That's insane. Oh shit, that was so bad. Terrible timing. Oh, what's this now? It seems to me the scribes so enjoy our company. The entertainment we provide that they have deigned to reignite our pyres. Observe. Something stirs in the sky. If the heavens are to rain and reignite your pyres, then the rite shall continue ere one pyre or the other is put out. What? There's a chance we have to keep going? What is he? What? Heal mine! Oh shit. Ah, shit. Oh, that was so close. Nice. This is messed up! Oh, they're stuck! That made me laugh. No. fling speed is really good. No, tutorial! Nice. The plume is really good.
Now, end the ceremony. Sorry, Manly.
Manly fucking dies. Ah, shit. I always forget how slow Jodariel is. Ah, shit. No! No!
Stand not in glory's path.
Ah, I was out of stamina. I should have dashed so much. Nice, nice.
A true aim thrust into
Oh,
the
7 HP! I want Jodariel to get the last hit in.
The orb is up.
Ah! Ah, her jump is very slow. Okay, I guess not then.
Now take it.
Almost got with that. Oh, I walked into it. Okay, we have another chance for Jodariel here. No! Alright, fine. Oh, never mind.
How very
Jesus.
fortunate.
Ah!
And there it is.
No panic, only fallen.
Proved their worth. Rather convincingly. I
Easy
must
clap.
admit.
Yes, kind of easy clap. I think they only got one douse in. Or
Thus
two?
ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain.
Sorry, Manlet, it's the ratio
their
Titan.
rightful sentences.
This looks so cool. I regret skipping it now. Gonna play it ASAP. Yeah, it's very good. I wish people would talk about it more. Why? This is an utter outrage. Have you any idea what you've done, you ingrates? Ingrates? What? What? Game is a bit late to introduce these new complications to the plot. I'm already having a very hard time. Thank you for the stretch. After all this time, she turns her gaze toward the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this, for doing this for me. Evil Lurk. A life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult, and I am much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this: if that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better, for as long as I retain my strength and breath. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, though you can still hear her voice. Though faintly now. Farewell then, reader, all of you, for now. Jodariel earned back her freedom. May she return in glory.
Godspeed.
Ah!
scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence.
I'm fucking heartbroken. The voice calls her Captain as well actually fucked me up. This is messed up!
The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours.
You turn to the wagon after having prevailed against the chastity in the liberation rites. That's one less mouth to feed. You think Jodariel's already home? She was a grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving there. She has gained her freedom in her liberation rite. You succeeded in liberating Jodariel, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We did what we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. It went up a little bit. A brighter future awaits at the end of our path. For now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, reader, I take it you have seen the stars, or I should say, the lack thereof. You have, or did. Once more, the sky is all abyssal darkness following the liberation rite. No stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then let us go once more to Moonlight Alcove. I have an errand I must run. Besides, once we arrive, best we recover now and make our way southward at first light. Hey Lucky, thank you so much for being here. I hope your housework wasn't too bad. Oh, is Hedwin gonna be sad because he's the only one left that was in the original group now? Ugh. The chastity. In the words of Haub the Swallow, the accursed, those bearing the name the Chastity all count themselves disciples of Luz Sklorian, the 100 Minds, known firstly for his wisdom, but also cherished for his modesty, integrity, and kinship. Honest Plot, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. I was like, just a lot of pet hairs with 3 pets. Aww. Sklorian's priority in forming his triumvirate was to instill in all his subjects a deep-seated deference and respect, oh my god, for the rules governing the liberation cycle. The cycle of the rites needs to be respected to be understood, and needs to be understood to be respected, Sklorian said. Thus the chastity are emissaries of the cycle. Should they earn back their liberty, then they shall spread enlightenment itself, and all of us shall grow. Totally. Yeah, he totally had those. Don't worry about it. Mercy is the beating heart of a truly free society. Mercy, even for the perpetrators of the darkest deeds. As our liege Solium Mur drifted in an ocean of regret, he found there mercy, or rather it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. A society which raises a clenched fist against its own shall follow the doomed path of the Empire of Sar. Ours shall be a merciful society. May the perpetrators of the darkest deeds be sent to join us here, where they may learn as we have. Mercy shall engender? I don't know this word. Union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society. Engender. Cause or give rise to a feeling, situation, or condition. Ah. Great. I feel fucking depressed now. We live in a society, that is true. Alright, let's see. What is it, Hedwin? I'm sorry. You find Hedwin on his own after Jodariel's liberation. He sensed straight away what is on his mind. The two of them were close through much of his life. He looks up at you, but his familiar smile is nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, my friend. I should be in a much, much better mood right now. It's just... I can't believe she's gone. Then he shakes his head. Listen to me, I'm talking like she's... He falls silent again. You can tell he needs some time to himself right now, and turn to leave. Wait, hold on. Don't leave me here just yet. First of all, my friend, thank you. I don't like to think of it in quite these terms, but out of all of us, I really hoped she'd manage to get out of here. She's been here the longest, not to mention I'd probably be dead 10 times over by now if not for her. What's more, maybe other than Wolfred himself, I have a feeling she's really going to make an impact on this plan of ours back on the other side. Hasn't gone up too much in number. Just the same, though. I am going to miss her. You and Hedwyn share some memories of Jadariel for a time, though it grows clear to you that he needs some time alone. Thanks again, my friend. I hope that one day all of us can meet again. Jodie, she'd be happy on that day, I bet. Ah! It is very late now. You part ways after bidding each other a good evening. Man. How do I check the journal again? I can't remember what the button for it was or where it is. There's the planner. It seems we are to wait once more until the stars would shine for us again. This means I should have a bit more time to make preparations for the next stage of our plan. Oh man. Oh man. I can't remember what the number was up before. I thought it was 39 before, but maybe I'm wrong. I have to check the VOD. Well, let's go. Oh, I didn't read the little flavor text. I'm so sorry. Once again, find yourself amid the quiet nooks of the moonlight alcove. Here you can await the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. Nothing new in the wagon, no. Even when not in League, Kori's alcove gaming. Well, we'll bide our time. We have returned to a place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable, such as you can. We are at the mercy of the stars, but expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. There, from atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down into the abyss that is the downside. You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. Now you can pick those mushrooms. I have done it before, but I keep forgetting. There upon the sacred mountain, you and your companions once more await the night the stars begin to shine again. The plan of which you are all a part is set in motion. The Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companions return there through the liberation rites, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Wolfred requests everybody to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon, everyone is assembled, and Wolfred regards the group. Everyone, there is an aspect of our plan which I've not talked about with you at length. Look around at your companions. What do you see in them? That's the question hang a moment in the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of you, and all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from the different tribes which later formed our Commonwealth. I said it! I said it! You remember? I said this last stream! I said it! There's a character for each of the scribes! But that must mean that we might be able to get more characters in our team that would fit the other scribes that we haven't represented with. I knew it! I said so last stream! I'm such a gamer. Sometimes your theory crafting is correct. My theory crafting is correct 7 out of 10 times, okay? I'm just that big brain. Okay, maybe 6 out of 10 times. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Together they created all the ceremony of which we're now a part. The exiles, liberated through their rights, went on to found the Commonwealth based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, the people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative on behalf of Molten Millith. And I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. He motions for someone to approach. A certain bog dweller slithers forward. You recognize her straight away. Really? It is my pleasure to introduce you to a dear old friend of mine whom I believe you've met. Welcome to the Nightwing's Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something guttural by way of greeting. We are to understand that ye require further aid from us. Yes, dear Bertrude, the time has come. Bertrude here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist whom I've ever met. You soon shall find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks you and your fellow exiles, each in turn. We frighten ye, apparent. Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions. Then tremble, small ones, and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them. She takes her leave without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she shall more than make up for it. Here in the Spartus, it seems now that the ranks of the Nightwings are complete. Bertrude joined the group. You sense her powerful presence. Welcome her aboard, I guess. Now then, my girl, perhaps you noticed that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn rains, meaning it is time that we got back to business. Indeed, once more, silver stars shine bright within the cool and storming sky. The stars themselves await the will of the Nightwings. Choose your path towards salvation. If anyone has the nickname modifier big, instantly an absolute lad, regardless of gender. Alright, let's see. The withdrawn, huh? The dissidents. Tamitha. Ah, it's a shame that we don't have Jodariel anymore for that. Honestly, I say we fight the Essence. So the addition to the ledger? Did I? So we're to have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I am here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of your next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Zane, a harp of the High Wing remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the harps refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes or all-out war. Look a bit closer. Okay. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the High Wing remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the harp's small numbers. She once hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defenses so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's lands. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone Brandon, a Commonwealth sympathizer. Tamitha. Tamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war. But being trapped within the downside only stroked her fury. I I wound up in here not too long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated what happened between us. What I did for her own good and that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose, but for now I'd best try and catch up what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. You bid a good night to Tamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations, though come morning the Black One will press onward. Ugh. My dear friend Big Bertrude observes an unseen pattern in the stars. It seems now we can estimate how many rites remain until the next liberation. Okay. Is that what I was missing? 3. Okay. So that gives us some time to level people up. With these blackened nails, rites of flame, the words of Sulliamur, the last of his name. With these blackened nails, I hereby inscribe the rites of flame. The bylaws shall be written here in full. We, the 8, decree the rites as a test of one's true worth in body, might, and spirit. Now, until the stars abandon us, this shall be binding law within the downside. Those deemed worthy in the rites are to regain their freedom from the downside and return from whence they came. Exiles shall conduct the rites as one of 9 triumvirates and look toward the stars for guidance on their path. Exiles shall bear this book as status. Searching the stars, in the words of Sulliamur, the last of his name. We, the 8 scribes, have seen the turning of the stars from now until the ending of our age. Heed their guidance and ours. The stars take many cyclic turns. The rites commence at their behest upon celestial landmarks where the downside's greater titans fell before the heavens. Bearing this, the book bestowed on your triumvirate, you, the reader, shall perceive under which stars you are to congregate. Follow where they lead, as your adversary shall. If either of you fails to appear, then neither of you walks the path. Whether you prevail or you fail, from that point the star shall guide you on. Before each rite, the rite shall not commence unless the necessary preparations are complete at celestial landmark ere the stars align. Exile shall conduct the rites bearing this book, of which there are but 40 copies, each bound in astral hide. Exile shall wear the sacred raiments fashioned in our likeness at the summit of Mount Alodiel. Their identities are to be concealed, for they shall represent us all. Exiles shall set a metal sign for their pyre, a metal sigil for their pyre, and consecrate the grounds using the words the 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. The heavens shall respond when all is set. The more super giants of games I see, the more I think Hades wasn't their best game at all. The world building of this is so good. I know it's the black sheep with the super giant games, but I love all the world building of this game. This game is incredible. I wouldn't even consider it a black sheep. All their games are really, really good. It's just this one is more niche. Law of 3. During the rite, each triumvirate shall act as one, unerringly and without question. The disobedient shall suffer banishment or permanent expulsion. Exiles shall move as of a single mind to demonstrate their faith and recognize that they, as we the 8, cannot prevail alone. The worth shall be determined both by their actions and their peers. Kori first started and I was like, let's see where this will go. No, I'm so into it. Yeah. So remember, it's lacking experience, and this may designate a reader whose focus on this book may help the others to coordinate. However, only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. I'm reading Pyre. At the appointed time, at the aligning of the stars, the heavens shall rain upon the ground sufficiently prepared, and thus the two opposing pyres shall be set ablaze. Thus shall commence the rite. Triumvirates are to protect their pyres as they would their lifeblood. Lifeblood itself is never to be shed before, during, or after any rite, lest the disobeyer suffer permanent expulsion. Exile is injury enough. The rite is an act of mercy. Fear not the purifying flame. Plunge into it headlong and without fear, for you shall be protected by the stars themselves. Seek freedom in the flame. It was their least successful one, unfortunately, hence why Hades kind of went back to their roots. Not that I'm complaining, I love all of them, but going back through Pyre as many times as I have, you learn how great the story paths are. Yeah, I mean, Hades took a lot from this game, to be honest, in the way it presents its characters and the story, but also a lot of like the sound effects are in Hades as well, which I think is really cool. That being said, Hades is a bit more I think, friendly to just jump in and not dedicate 50 hours to. Alright, let's see. Exiles bearing the raiments and this book reveal their hidden inner aura and the color of their flame. The aura is the exile's solitary weapon in the rites. Should one's adversary cross one's aura, the adversary shall be banished. Banishment is fleeting nothingness. Seek the Pyre's light and thus make your return. The exile's presence shapes the aura. Exiles gain greater aura while standing side by side with their triumvirates, where we gain strength together. Exiles might cast their aura through sheer force or focus on this book. Is this just like a recap on how it works? As two flames are lit, so shall the celestial orb fall from the heavens, but one such orb shall be availed by the stars, requiring triumvirates to vie for it. In cosmic connection to the flames, the raiments, and this book bestows the necessary qualities for its bearer to prevail. Effortlessly sails the orb between the three and a triumvirate. It seeks the grasp of whoever acts among the three. Once grasped, the orb shall withdraw within all the bearer's aura, fueled by the triumvirate's own flame. It is to be cast into the flame. Is this really the formation of the rights from his point as a lawmaker? I suppose, yeah. In each rite we gain enlightenment, whether we prevail or we fail. Indeed, through failure do we tend to learn the most valued lessons, provided we survive. None among us have prevailed without end. Exiles who walk the path toward enlightenment shall at times be struck by an epiphany or achieve mastery in some aspect. Choose well amongst these blessings we bestow. Thus you may yet achieve your potential and surpass your adversaries. Whether you prevail or your triumvirate earns favor, in time the triumvirate with the most favor shall be summoned to the liberation rite and earn a chance at freedom. Then the cycle shall begin anew. The liberation rite takes place upon the fall of Solium under a blooded moon, witnessed by the heralds from the stars. There the most favored triumvirate shall confront the one which we appoint. These two triumvirates first shall pass through the scribe gate, where their worth shall be assessed under the stars. Only the most enlightened exiles within each triumvirate may be anointed for a chance at freedom. Two of their commands shall support them whilst they strive. The most enlightened exiles. So is it the top three that have the most XP? I see. Okay. If it's the top three, then it's a bit easier than just having to guess how high level they have to be. The anointed champion of the triumvirate which prevails then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return to glory. Truth's deck. Unusual etched cards depicting the greater titans, probably for curses and enchantments. Okay. If anyone interested in the official Pyre workshop, you can get a wall pack for free. Oh, cool! It's like they did appreciate a lot that they take everything they learn from each one and improve each time. And yeah, if I remember correctly, Darren said they learned the most directly from this title or audio and character portrayal. Yeah! It's crazy. It's crazy how they keep building on what they learned from the previous game. I think that's really, really nice. Well, Protrude. You find Big Protrude looking about the black wagon in a disapproving way. She fixed her gaze on you. Her expression does not change. Yeah, such clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last. Unsightly. We remember thee from our abode in flagging hands, then thou must be the reading one to whom Sandalwood referred. She moves in close, studying you. You recall that the mere touch of a bog crone of the southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse. That one such as thee can extract meaning from that tome. 'Twas a feat we wished to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the years which ours withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rites. And she backs away, for someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madame. Is everything to your liking at this time, or is there something more which you require? We have been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzards extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present. It is possible that Wolford has a small supply among his possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, we may procure some. That would be agreeable with us. Then after you, madame. As I depart, you think you see the lone minstrel nod his head your way. Thank you! Okay. I guess we'll go. Well, Transistor the other day to play it over the holidays. You'll probably really like it, Lucky. It's a very good game. You raised early that morning, though Bertrude is already awake. She scowls at you. Good morning, reader. Bertrude, I trust your stay has been not too uncomfortable. Nay, Sandalwood, the comforts of this place are not for us. Fly us forth from here to lower ground. Let us get on with all of this. The reader here shall do so once the group is ready. I thank you for your patience. Meow. Off we go. Soaring far above Sklorian shore, you notice Pamela gazing down at the frozen coast below. It's a damned place down there. I like it least of all, I think, among everywhere we've been. I'm thankful that there's been no reason to return. Reminds me of my home is all. The high-wing remnants. We all grew accustomed to the thinner air amid the cliffs that breach the clouds above your commonwealth. But it was not the nicest place. No wonder that my sister settled for a rather warmer base of operations in this land there by the nest of Triesta. Anyway, I'm pleased to spend as little time as possible near here. Let's fly on by and go about our business. I'm getting over the fact his name is Sandals. It's Sandalwood! Oh, I didn't even see you. Oi, what the bloody blazes! Parker notices your wagon at his flank there and begins to laugh. Well, if it isn't the Nightwings flaunting their fancy little flying wagon, eh? You think you're better than us mates, eh? Huh, you ain't better than the dung I stepped in last night. Now get on out of here, or if I mind to leap on over here, rip your gizzards out, you hear me? Okay. Where did they even go? Did they go here? Well, see you guys later. I guess. Priscilla's up to you as the Blackwing passed through the skies above her former abode. Our kind who lurk below, they would scarce believe we soar above them now. We told them when Sandalwood came to fetch us that we shall not return for some time. Our most accomplished laborers, with whom we shared so many moons in exile, we trust that they shall carry forth the reputation of our services, where we taught them all we know. She seems almost nostalgic as she lists off the various service provided. Big protrudes. Curses, bombs, potions, powders, cleaning reagents, sleep medicines, fungicides, seances. Big protrudes earn quite a name of itself throughout the downside for these and other things. When we are finished here, we provided we do not return from whence we came, we shall return to our establishment and carry on our business there, for there is much demand. He seems enthusiastic about the prospect of taking this route. Sir Gillen believes it's the fastest route. We should have time to pursue our vocations. I need to check something. Oh, we're gonna have to level you all the way again. Sebakdala of considerable notoriety here on the downside and runs a sort of business bearing her own name. She has a forbidden way about her, but her respect for Wilfred is evident even if it borders on affection. She seems to know much of the rites despite not having conducted them prior to joining forces with you. I don't even know who we should let go next, to be honest. We'll see. Wilfred is poring over a copy of the Book of Rites as you approach. He looks up at you and smiles. The road to freedom written in a book that hardly anyone believes exists, and fewer still can read and comprehend. Sometimes I marvel how absurd all of this is, my girl. Tell me something, though. I've spent so much time considering the book, but known so few with whom I could discuss it in much detail. You've had some time to turn through it by now, so what do you think? Worth all the fuss? I find it fascinating. You have come across more than your fair share of books, but none quite like this. You find it tedious. It is an archaic volume dense with lore you are not concerned with at this point. And you skimmed it. You would rather reserve judgment until you have had more reading time. You cannot say. The Book of Rites is meant to be experienced and cannot be described. I'd say I find it fascinating. You tell Wolfred the book has fascinated you and that you have never seen anything quite like it. You nod slowly as you describe your experience with it. I share the sentiment. To have in our possession a genuine artifact from a forgotten time. How much of it is exactly true, and how much of it is the scribe's retelling of events. I find it endlessly fascinating to consider, I must admit. I put away his copy of the book with care. It is amazing that these volumes have survived for all this time, I think. Whatever they are made of has withstood the ravaging effects of time quite well. And the ideas they're contained... they remain rather provocative as well. The thing that the Commonwealth disavows of the existence of this book, despite official recognition of the 8 scribes. Although the reasons why are in there written plain, how fascinating that its secrets have been kept for all this time. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me for my extracurricular interests in its teachings. I used to teach a version of its history. To have access to the real thing has brought me some small pleasure. Let us be certain to preserve these volumes for whomever shall be next to use them. He turns his attention to other matters and bids you a good afternoon. Okay. Join Sir Gilman for a quick survey of the surroundings. You spend a quiet afternoon in the desolate sprawl of Fall Flat, surveying the area with some of your companions. Hail, noble May, what tidings? Isn't it quiet and peaceful in a way, I think? Your investigation yields nothing of note. The 3 of you return to the wagon for the remainder of your day, where you should have time to pursue your vocations. I guess we can mentor someone. You're very low on XP. Mentor Gilman, I think. Or maybe her? I don't even know what she plays like. Let's mentor Gilman. Oh, hi, Shura. Yes, this is my Oktoberfest outfit from an event earlier this year. I'm glad you like it. It's a little cold for the season, though. I asked Sir Gilman to explain to you in his own words the histories of the 8 scribes and speak to how their varied backgrounds form the basis not just of the rites, but of the Commonwealth. This knight wonders at times about why we are here and which forces have transpired to bring us here together. Has Under King Oris himself taken interest in this noble quest? Ares is slash, so give him an instantly recover all of his stamina. Yes. This knight loves the Under King Oris, the best of all, of course. Good on you in that hairstyle. I'm glad you like it. I think that was the overall opinion of having that outfit on. Do your journey. The spring. You're to conduct the rites here soon against Tamitha and the Essence. Oh, okay. We're already there. Chat's opinion, ponytail, awooga. Yeah, basically. Ah, a shop is here. Let's see. Hey guys, where's your friend? You know, the big one with the horns, like frowning, stuff like that. Something happened there or what? Heard a crazy story. She just flew on out of here or something. Anyways. You can have this mushroom. Give me more of that magic dust, I think. Thank you. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe. Okay, because I gotta say, you are my favorite customers I had all week. Oh, he's determined. Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something, so much so that you are hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. Exos, too light a sentence for this night! He knows you then and seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Oh, greetings to you, noble master reader. What brings you to this night this afternoon? Are you alright? You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected, but then... Master reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them, then. You have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here, then, are the troubles you requested. You are, of course, familiar with the siege of the Spyro Sanctum. Burned down remains of the old capital of Commonwealth, yes. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This knight stood there on the front lines whilst the high-wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why? We surely made a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then two by two, they picked us off, becoming bolder. Some of them shrieking with laughter all the while. This night, he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain, even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander whom you met when you first met this knight. That cursed Sir Deluge! If not for his craven cowardice, the Spyro Sanctum it might have held at least a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee, as our chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Thus came the time for penance, and this knight, why? He insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. And as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters in the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal. And Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought, and this was too much of a coward. And his was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. On this night, when he encountered you at the Nightwings, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is a little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Under King Ors yet has plans in store in which this knight may play a part. This night he clings, however vainly, to that hope. Throws away his head held low. It seems best to leave him for now. You sense he feels relieved at having shared all this. Wait, but you didn't flee. You were just trying to find your guy, right? Also, I have no idea what that icon just was, and I'm scared. He's a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. He was that errant of the Sea Dominion who sought glory in the Commonwealth, where he became a frontier fighter in the never-ending war against harps, and thus he fared much better than most of his kind until the day of the disastrous siege of the Spyro Sanctum, where his entire regiment was destroyed in an ambush. As one of the sole survivors of this incident, Sir Gilman accepted full responsibility of the outcome and volunteered to go into exile as penance for the failure. Wow. Sir Gilman actually did nothing wrong! Well, I know who I'm liberating next. The afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall. As you and your companions finish making preparations for the coming rite, through all the ceremony, you realize Pamitha is nowhere to be found. The last anybody saw her was shortly after the Black Wagon came to rest here at the Spring of Jomur. She returns just as you are beginning to plan a search for her. Sorry to have worried you there, reader darling. Just getting a little antsy is all. Had to go and spread my wings a bit, shake away the nerves. She was holding something back. Don't you get in my head. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, damn it. Damn you, reader. Get out, get out, get out! Anyhow, it looks as if the show's about to start. I shall be in the field with the others. You know, it's still not as freaky, though, as when, Sandalwood had the English voice acting. That shit fucked me up. I'm pretty sure I'm scarred. As Pamitha departs, you see she is right, as the stars above begin to shine. You know she is about to face her sister, Tamitha, once again. You accept that it is a very private matter between them. You worm, you're coming with me! I too can read, my boy. Literal, huh? Damn, I feel like the quickness is really rough. I am willing to do this. Wait, this was on? These were on! For the liberation rite I was doing, they were on!
Edgar the widow.
Okay, well. Okay, good shot. Oh man, I didn't even realize. We'll go with these two. Maybe. I'm willing to risk it for a normal rite. Usually one on the liberation is safe, but yes, stacking them is true hell. I'm not risking shit for the liberation rite. I'm gonna play like a baby. I'm gonna try really hard to win.
The much vaunted reader has returned.
There's a match later on I did accidentally with all the stars on and the beating was severe. Oh no.
How very strange that you befriended her.
Why is that strange?
At any rate, your adversaries in this rite shall be the Essence. Put out their flame and walk the path to liberty.
Oof, 70 versus 130. The Vine acts as the Essence, take position opposite your own companions, and their leader soon asserts herself. Pamitha, come forth, no trickery this time. She appears as asked, though remains silent as her blood sister studies her for a time. Tamitha then reaches for her mask. You look weary to me, sister. Oh, too little sleep, I guess. I do get rather anxious sometimes on the night before one of these things. It can be a lot of pressure. Understandable. The two of them say nothing for a time. You cannot discern what they are thinking. The High-Wing remnants all seem to be very mentally acute, trained as they are from birth. Soon enough, Pamitha cuts through the tension, her tone light as ever. So, given further thought to my proposal, then, I have. And I think that now is not the time for talk. Besides, your comrades there, surely you give them pause. Even now, they must be questioning your loyalty. What? But I... Oh, cut it with the stammering, Pamitha. It is very unbecoming, you know that. And you be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you propose to me. Is that why she was gone? She dons her mask once more. As she rejoins the other exiles of the Essence, Pamitha hesitates before returning to your group. I told her she could take my place. I would keep her up to date about our progress and that she could take my place if it was ever time for me to go. But you don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused, and for another, well, I'd better tell you later. For now, remember you can count on me. And Mr. Daryl. I guess we have to take her. Okay. Hold a moment, reader. The crone Bertrude slithers forth, wearing the raiments of the rites. Now that Bertrude is among our ranks, it would be best if you become familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good Bertrude, please show the readers something of your aptitude. We expect thou shalt soon be inclined to bring your sorceries to bear. Though we have studied these rites of thine, let us show thee what we know of them thus far.
The bog-crone Bertrude shows herself in full. Though I have to wonder what became of her accomplices. One accomplice in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient cause.
Okay. There we go. Dude, this jump is goofy as fuck. It reminds me of I recently played Vermintide with one of my friends, well with our friend group, and I haven't played with this friend before, Vermintide, and they picked Slayer Barden, and every few seconds or like every minute or so I would see a very round ball of green color just fly across the screen, and I was laughing so much. I was like, what the fuck is that? And then my other friend was like, oh, that's Barden's ult. He just rips off his shirt and jumps really far. I was like, what? Vermintide 2. Vermintide 2. It was so fucking funny. Just the way you can propel him. Because he's so small and round. That's really funny to me. Now then, reading one. Know that our freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with ye because of Sandalwood, because of his plan. We shall aid ye in the rites, and we shall aid ye in that plan. Thus, we are at thy disposal and await thy bidding. Ashen Coal? What? Wait. There's a lot of buffs, is it not? Okay, I'm thinking we'll take Bertrude. Bertrude with the talisman. Ah, yes, talisman. Let's see. Do we have one that makes her do extra damage if he jumps into the pyre? Hope. Instant covers all stamina. That wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. There you go.
Bertrude.
Hold on, who's leveled the most? Hedwyn, May, and Gilman? I can't see Pamitha's level. Oh, Pamitha's kind of low. Let's take Pamitha as well. I think I want to let Gilman go next. That being said. So if we go off the theory that it's the top 3, we should probably bring... We'll bring Pamitha. And we'll bring Gilman as well, I suppose. We'll see how this... Actually, these auras are terrible, but whatever, we'll try. You still put your faith in me then, reader darling, even knowing I could slip free of your influence if I ever so choose. Then I shall have to do my part as well. Face us! Wastrels of the Commonwealth! The pain and loss of your defeat this night shall reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homeland that abandoned you. Are you quite sure it has to be this way then, sister? There's no compromise here, Pamitha. Not for traitors to my country or my blood. I understand. Then so be it. Worm ending. Let's fucking go. Excuse me. Oh, I'm out of stamina. I can't pounce. Ah!
Oh, so close.
Sheesh! Oh my god, Gilman is going hard! Oh, he has no strength to fling that thing with. Oh, that was nasty!
Within the night wings flame. vanished.
Oh my god, the pound's so good. Especially for blocking the flying... the flying enemies, because he just jumps so quickly. You seem so distracted, Pamitha. Is there something more you wish to say to me? Or does he feel that I am owed, perhaps? Pamitha stops at this and reaches for her mask. I'm sorry for what I did to you, sister. For what you did to me, your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. You might rehearse it further upon every last survivor of the High Wing remnants. No, now, no more talk. Okay. I'm sorry.
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamitha. Yet here in exile, she is not but talk. Fear not.
Nice. Go, 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 Luminous Idol! Yeah! Oh, sure! Big Bertrude's fucking balling. She's insane. Oh, I went too fast. Nice. Feel, excuse me. How come Big Bertrude is so good?
Overconfident Nightwings.
Oh,
No, you
fuck.
don't.
He's too fast.
Ah, yes.
And I want the Snake Woman boss of the Snake Woman 2 minutes later. She's so good. Get in there. Jesus. Oh, shit. Oh, no!
A deftly thwarted drive.
What? No! I did not register where that was going. That's fucking crazy. In the PvP scene, Bertrude is considered like top 3. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, baby.
This night's proceedings.
You win, blood sister. You win. I don't suppose that means you'll reconsider. I know that I cannot. You were always obstinate, but in that regard and all others which count for anything, you are inferior to me. Remember that. What you offered is meaningless to me. I shall free myself without your help, or that of anyone. Now then, farewell. Wait, what of your comrades, the Essence? You must need them, at least. Mincing my words as ever, Pamitha. Know that I do love you in a way. Is that what you wish to hear? But my purpose is plain, and you stand in its way. You're a fool to think my freedom is my goal. My freedom is a means toward an end to the likes of which you never would abide. Do you think that you could sway me from my purpose, Pamitha? Pamitha remains silent for a time. No. I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth, no matter what it takes. No matter if, in doing so, you are destroyed instead. Just so then you understand me after all. Pamitha does not turn to watch her blood sister depart. Clap Bertrude sweep.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Huge XP for Sir Gilman.
Even a traitor harp like Pamitha can learn something.
Good a time as any to say thanks for having me along on this strange little journey of yours, reader darling. I'll take that quickness, thank you very much.
ancient crown called Bertrude.
Thus does our grasp of ancient sorceries grow ever stronger still. Okay, let's see. Most part after the episode of Bertrude's turn them into fast-moving howlers. Overshoot Pyres is less. Adversaries. Oh, that's really good actually, especially if we keep playing with those modifiers. Or she can deal an additional 5. Oh, this is the same on both sides. What the fuck? Bertrude is so good! This is crazy.
Until the stars align.
Michael Jordan of Pyre. The LeBron Johaim. After welcoming the essence in a pitched battle, you turn to the wagon to find Wolfred and the Lone Minstrel in the midst of conversation. The Bertrude chain. Remind me to name the
Big
next stream that.
More like balling Bertrude.
Most strange that is one star. That this one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Wolfred, sir. Then Wolfred notices you there. Reader, Tarek and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky is all. It appears that the stars of Kaelmer Rope Collar is illuminated now. It is but another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this. Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime.
From the plains that sleep.
Good evening. Fine evening, is it not?
Open wide. Hear the
Fine evening, is it not?
It's a great evening.
for the lost and lonesome bride. On the hill and in the valley, where the weeping flowers hide from the song of gentle morning, for the lost and lonesome bride. Now he roams through hill and valley, and the canyons open wide, singing songs of gentle mourning for his lost and lonesome bride.
Okay. You see only a single shining star illuminated far above. It is just as Wolfred indicated. You regard the looming star, discern where it leads. Jam break, carry on. I think this group is truly beginning to work together. Perhaps soon these Nightwings shall be superior even to their glory days. Oh, we went up to 42%. Dude, that's crazy already, isn't it? I guess we're doing really well. Right to next Liberation 2. Okay. Pyre Hearts again? The rogue star burns bright over an isolated little island in the Sea of Solace. Sir Deluge is already on his way. I don't know if any of the choices really led to that, or if I'm just liberating the right people, but... Then we are summoned to the Isle of Kaelmer, deep within the deathless tempest. Have you been there before, Tarek? So long ago I scarce recall the time, only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to the sand spring forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstitions held about that place. We'll set forth at dawn, and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. Oh, Pamitha, what's wrong? Despite Pamitha's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She won't listen to a word I say, not one damn word. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She shakes her head. I should apologize to you, everyone. I sought out Tamitha without asking your leave. I figured I would rather seek forgiveness than permission, you understand. My attempts with Pamitha didn't amount to much, as you well saw. At this point, I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting of apologies than she. Though, tell me something, reader darling. Do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. No, it has to be earned. You believe she will stand with the Nightwings. Amidst having reservations, she has made quite clear the reverters to her blood sister. I want to trust her. I think that I will be able to wholeheartedly trust her in the future, at the very least. Express to Pamitha that you do not view her efforts to make peace with Tamitha as being contradictory to the group's larger goals. That is true. I understand why she did what she did. She says nothing for a while. That's kind of you to say, darling. May the others see it with such generosity, but if they don't, you need but tell me to depart and I'll be on my way. However, I have a promise that I wish to make to you. You'll let me stay and I'll see this through, with all of you, no matter where we all end up. I'll be on the roof for a bit, I think. You take care too, darling. Despite Pamitha's disappointment with the outcome of her confrontation with her blood sister, he said she is less troubled now after your brief conversation. Alright, let's see the new pages. Sungrease? Know you the sacred man Elodiel, the highest peak within its lowest land. Then you know that it is no mere mountain, but the fractured bonework of the world Titan himself, the Archbeast Sungrease. This one's bog-dwelling companion Millith is too mild in her account of our ascent. 'Twas not a pleasant mountain hike, but a pitched battle spanning 17 full moons. Wow. That's crazy. Sungrease, okay. Around the 8 of us, we climbed atop the brow of the old Sungrease. We merged our strength and struck the mortal blow, such that the Archbeast shattered finally to pieces. 'Tis no mere myth that from the Archbeast's eye, the Shimmer Pool emerged, the sole means of freedom from this land. The Essence. The winged members of the Essence, each chosen by the matriarch Triesta Tithys, are living exemplars of liberty and piety. Would that my wings could be thus. Once you, of course, must know we all had wings. It is said the people of the Empire relinquished theirs, drawn in by the earthly matters as they were, but the harps, such as Triesta, held tight the liberty their plumage could afford. These divergent paths did cause a share of differences between the winged and the wingless over time, but here in this land our purposes are shared, our goals united. That, then, is the essence, that is who you are, and what and why. Okay. Still nothing from Sandra, huh? Oops. I'd like to, like, get rid of the dissidents. I think they're kind of a tough fight, right? So... we'll continue our journey. Meow. Wolfred joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters and approach to the infamous Isle of Kaelmer. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagons drive seem not to mind, at least. At least. In fact, they seem more animated now, even more than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place, Tarek. Do you suppose the Pyre hearts were able to make it here intact? I ought to have seen it in the stars, though we soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. I see Floney, the Isle of Kaelmer, is sturdy enough for landing. Sir Gimmon suggests this route looks clear, so you should have some time to pursue your vocations, or... an old exposed reef to the coast of the Isle of Kaelmer. The lone minstrel indicates that there may be rare fish here ripe for the catching. Well, I'll go with vocations. You make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now you may have some time left before continuing onward. Meet up with Sir Gilman, who suggests you go ranging with him through Sharp Shoal. This knight shall escort you, good master reader. Together you set out to explore the boundless waters around the Black Wagon. You find little to speak of other than desolation typical of the downside. Alas, that no adventure sought us out to this day. You and Sir Gilman make your way back to the wagon. Though uneventful, your search helped ease the burden weighing on you and leaves you with time to pursue your vocations. Hooray! Well, hold on, let's check the wagon first. So Gilman is training intently when you approach. Macerator, this knight was so engulfed in memories of the Sea Dominion that he failed to detect your stealthy advance on his position. Splendidly done. This knight would have been vanquished by you easily. This knight is fortunate to have you as an ally rather than a mortal foe. His kind routinely chambers from the depths of Sea Dominion. His kind routinely chambers from the depths of Sea Dominion to seek greater glory and perhaps a slightly longer life expectancy within your commonwealth. Such an honor it would be to be assigned the rank of knight and be conscripted onto the front lines of the Commonwealth against their vicious winged enemies. In the Sea Dominion, it was our ultimate goal to fight our way to the surface, past our brethren, past the razor reefs, the strangled kelp, the snaggle fins, and prey upon our kind. So we're going to look through this listing undersea dangers and terrors for some time. Past the blood sniffers, the electric scalps, the rogue worms of the frigid current, the paralyzing nets of the far fishers, and even past the scalding waters of the glowing trench. Oh, you trails off. It's even despite the myriad challenges of living in the Sea Dominion, it is each would-be worm knight's duty to abandon that place at his or her soonest convenience. How humorous it was to learn that life within your commonwealth had quite a bit in common with our existence undersea. It was not all pomp and glory as the stories told. Perhaps it is our lot as worm knights to bring strife with us wherever we should go, for even here, it seems, is our kind pitted both against our brethren and all others. Remain silent for a while, but then... Ah, well, it is fortunate that this knight found within this place so fine a company as yours. It is a most different change of pace to strive toward a common purpose, rather than strive constantly to outperform each other's toward one's own self-gain. Although, to the extent that we are competing still, this knight shall ever strive to take the lead. Make no mistake about that, Master Reader. This knight was born to be the best, just like all the billions like him. Now, he is off to seal himself. Your pardon, Master Reader. Goes us somewhere to continue with his self-made training regimen. Ah, sweet. +1 quickness. A meal? A succulent Chinese meal? We waited for the deathless tempest to subside. Waited, but the Under King, he merely laughed and laughed. But the deathless tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage nonetheless through sorcerer's aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding and marins. Don't eat him! One spooky noodle. Welcome. Thanks so much for follow. We did detect a landform to the west. Sully and Mur detected there the presence of the treacherous aide who lured him into exile and followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last did we arrive on distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort. Nothing else? No? Okay. Okay. Hold on. So I want Sir Gilman to be liberated next. I think he deserves it. Very much. He does have 1 extra quickness for the next ride. Is that his next ride or the next ride in general? Next ride. Yeah, his next ride or the next ride in general. I'm assuming you mean in general, right? Kori, would you liberate me if I was a worm? Yes. I think it's in general. Okay. Thank you. Honestly, we'll study in private. Excellent, Master Boss! Despite your growing knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspect of its teachings. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. I would like +1 hope. Concentrate on the substance of the words and teachings of the Book of Rites, such as you understand them thus far. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Use of a spirit, nice. Nothing new in the wagon? Okay. We'll continue on. Oh. Here in the steady currents of the Death Cemetery Cutter, a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. I forgot about this! The news this time pertains to Jodariel, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learn Jodariel's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was to be reinstated on the blood border on the presumption that she wanted her old status back. In fact, she was offered an especially prestigious leadership position in the First Veil, for a demon such as she could not be seen in the streets. A lead bloodborder platoon is shrouded in secrecy other than the famous results of its operations. But she refused to gesture rather bluntly, the report suggests. Instead, she sought Wolfred's agents, as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters, and so the rank of the revolution grows stronger. The last part of the messenger imp's news must have been damaged in transit, though appears to be in Jodariel's own words. All you can tell is that it says await. Thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Your companions are excited to discuss the news. She is an inspiration to us all, or to this night she is at least. Wonder what the rest of her message said. You can envision it, a demon such as she, set loose within the Commonwealth. Do you think she still has her horns and she's back up there? Hee-hoo-hoo! He's just fired up with the news of Jari's return to the Commonwealth. There's nothing she can't handle. I miss her bad sometimes, but I'm glad she's alright. News of Jari's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Good luck, Jadario. Was there a cutoff word for Ruki's message as well? It was so long ago that I don't remember. The wagon shudders to halt at the Isle of Kael'mar. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. In the distance you hear an odd gibbering noise that sounded like drive-ins. This was normal, okay. Page revealed. Isle of Kael'mar. Traitor Kael'mar rope collar, whereas he brought about our empire's fall, whereas he nearly claimed the life of our dear Solium, we forgive him. We forgive him. If forgiven him, we give a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the story's plan. If not for him, then we, the Eight, would never have aligned. We never found the rope collar. He fled into the sea toward an isle, which we knew well to avoid. 'Twas there, we think, that Kael'mar's tattered mantle finally did him in among the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that their long dance across the skies is drawing to a close. Right, okay. Pizza's 20 minutes late. Oh. Well, I hope it's still good and warm. Lightning in a bottle, huh? Oh yeah, that's for me all the way out here. I mean, this is for extra special customers. I'm only joking, only customers I got. Got you again, only joke about that too. Because I got tons of customers. It's just they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyway, I just got a little something here, which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. You'll see a set of rings, a jeweled band. Oh, and a runed band. +2 presence, +2 quick is +2 hope, and infinite stamina if another person has +2 presence. Oh my god. That sounds good. I think these stingers are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, know what I mean? But anybody could probably use them provided they was to buy them off me. I was gonna get them for myself, but anyways, let me know if you want them. I want them! Have my mushroom. Damn it, we need to go gathering now, because I want those rings. I mean, we could sell these if we're not using them anymore, right? But I would kind of be sad to have them go. Ugh. They sound really good though. It sounds really, really good. I don't want to sell my friends as talismans though. Come back, but to buy them later? I will. I will have to. Does this mean there's gonna be characters that are gonna be couples? Can I ship characters by giving them the rings? Kappa. Yeah. Kappa for sure. For sure. For sure. I shipped a Daryl X Pam with the I am problematic. Yeah, no, I don't really feel comfy with selling my friends as keepsakes for them, but I really want them, kinda. Much to consider. Right, I guess we'll move on. You stand before the bizarre outcroppings of the Isle of Kilmer. The sky darkens and in the distance you hear the sound of gibbering creatures growing louder. The sound of it is unnerving enough that your fellow exiles remain quiet, their eyes affixed to the stars above. Soon something in the sky above begins to stir. Bigger auras, huh? No, we don't need it. We don't need it. It's fine.
A glorious eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Nightwings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle.
Or maybe we should have turned it on for this fight,
Here
given their
you'll be
auras are tiny
surrounded by
anyway.
Even more gibbering nitwits than usual. Your adversaries in the coming rite shall be the Pyre Hearts.
What?
Snuff out their pyre's flame and show your worth. Now,
This field is
prepare
cute.
yourselves.
You, again, you come storming us, have you? And you're the last time. Adversaries are prepared, reader. Who shall conduct the rites on your behalf?
Who shall stand together here this night?
Well, it's only right for Gilman to face his past, right?
Sir Gilman.
As for the others... Honestly, send in Bertrude again.
Bertrude.
And maybe May, because I don't want her to fall behind levels.
Nay.
Oh, I think I am ready. We're not afraid of you, especially not this night. Worm Knights, attack! What? As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Our struggles and our plan, mere entertainment to these lonesome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir, the imps of the isle are quite passionate about the rites. Ah, don't kick them around! Just saw they offered a bounty in soul if our triumvirate proves worthy. Oh! They would pay us in exchange for what exactly? And where did they get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, who can say how much soul lies lost within the sea? Reader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real if the soul could be of benefit. Indeed, then, reader, my girl, it is yours to see if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now let us not distract you further here. Hey, Ran! I opened the stream almost 3 hours ago and started and I forgot to say hi. Well, I appreciate you lurking nonetheless. As where you shall be tasked with feats of glories and the rites. Nice. Salute the imps. Oh!
Now begin.
Oh, he jumped into me! No, that didn't hit him!
Splendid.
Yes! Yes!
The Nightwings assert themselves thusly.
I don't even know if I get there.
You have it.
Get in there, May! We need to make some money! We need to buy wedding rings! I don't know who for, but... Oh! It didn't make it! Oh! That was so clutch! That was crazy! No!
Somebody get the orb. Harpoon plunged into the adversary's pyre.
Just slowly walks in.
Your adversary's pyre now falls short of yours.
Meow. The whole album's on Spotify. Oh, I'll listen to it after I beat the game. Thank you.
Ooh.
No! Shit.
Your pyre weakens.
Walking into the gold, Chad. Oh,
The
damn
orb
it.
slips from your clutches.
God damn it.
All of the pyre heart gone.
Go, go, go! Get in there! Imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Ah, these imps, they come for us. What do we do? What do we do?
What are those blasted creatures doing? This is a sacred tradition, not some boorish spectacle.
I love the commentary of the scribe. They just say it how it is. I appreciate that. Oh, it almost made it in.
Alas.
Dude, they're cheering! I can't understand who they're cheering for, but they're cheering.
Quite an exchange.
Oh!
And it is done.
Bertrand
Yes,
sleep!
the Nightwings did prevail. Their pyre
LeBron
burns whilst that of
James.
their adversaries is but ash. The right is
Snake
Come on,
sweet.
Nightwings. Bang, bang, bang. Score some fucking goals.
Nice. Ballin' Bertrand strikes again. so good. I can't. Who made her this way? Granny out here breaking ankles. She's crazy with it. Now then, if you're quite finished making sports of us, then we shall slither away in humiliating disgrace. So, thanks. She had some teeth. I feel so overwhelmed, I think, because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up whenever I begin to think that I'm going to fall. Choose a mastery for me. Okay, let's see. Yes. Are you ever gonna catch up to your XP? Strange things in the 8th scribes. Their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think. That emote combination! Less charge up time would probably be better. Although maybe this route would have been better overall. No, never mind. I wanted this.
Until the next rite.
I'm telling you, Bertrude is sick. Can't believe I said I didn't want her on my team. After your fellow exiles thwarted the Pyre hearts, you find the lone minstrel tending to one of your own. Sir Gilman seems to be unwell, although you cannot yet sense why. How are you feeling, sir? This knight can hardly move, as though he has been transmogrified into a walking stick or some such sorcery. I see, then. Please don't exert yourself or try. Unless they're most from closer. Reader, Sir Gilman appears rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual. Reported feeling not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness. I'm absorbed by those who frequently conduct the rites. No! I need you to be okay for the liberation rite. You should soon be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstances shall he be able to conduct the coming rite. Ellen, I ought not keep you from the stars above. Please go and have a look at them, for all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. Oh, so the game has a system in place of stopping you from, like, power leveling a character. I guess that makes sense. The stars yet shine for you, traveling various paths forward. This shouldn't be the liberation, right? Yeah, okay. Haub or Ors. Or Milith. Or... Oh, that's where we came from. Never mind. Okay, hold on. Let's check the planner. So we could go against the accusers or the dissidents next, depending on who we choose not to fight here. If I'm being honest... Because if we defeat them in a liberation rite, they go all the way down, right? Down here. They go all the way down. I would rather not fight the dissidents later on. I think they're going to be a really tough fight. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid them for now and then face them in the liberation rite. So they're all the way down here. So I don't have to worry about facing them in the liberation trial in the future. Yeah, I know. Whoever I hold off, I will fight. I know. I'm aware. That's why I'm avoiding them now, so I can fight them in the liberation. And I don't have to do it later when the game's probably really, really hard. Because I'm a little intimidated by them right now. So I think we're gonna go fight the Tempers. Could be rough though, because we don't have anyone with big auras, really. Yeah, we'll go fight the Tempers. Hi Lumi, I hope you're doing okay. No auras? Alright, give me just 1 second. I need like a 1 minute break. Ugh. 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 I'm doing good. Thank you. Glad I could make it. I'm glad you could make it too. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm really enjoying Pyre, honestly. I wish it was oh, squats? Okay, I'll do the squats in a minute. I wish it was less niche. I wish more people knew about this game. It's really, really good, honestly. Pet the streamer? Aw, thank you. I'm feeling a bit more relaxed overall about streaming.
Imagine needing ankles. Lol. Lamau. Ball in Bertrude.
I've been feeling a bit more relaxed these past couple of days, which is good. I was getting a bit worried about stuff, but I've already spoken about this on a previous stream, I think. Thank you again for your patience, everyone. I really appreciate it. Okay. Take care of yourself, boss. Yeah, I'm trying my best. I've only played Hades from them. It's the same-ish in gameplay. No, but this game took a lot from Hades and the way of its storytelling. It is top-down. It's a lot more heavy on story. It's actually more visual novel than gameplay. The gameplay is basically sort of like a basketball ripoff. I mean, I'll be able to show you in a minute or so. But it's a lot about, like, it's a lot more story driven than Hades, I'd say. It's really good, Lumi. If you're interested in playing it, please do so. I think you would really like it. It's just it's kind of hard to, I think, hold on, I'm just gonna get up to get on my feet for a minute. I think it's a little bit hard to get into via the stream because people miss so much of it, you know? It's very good. Honestly, like hearing the basketball gameplay, it's like a bit, like, I'm not interested. But once you actually play it, it feels really good. And honestly, I would say it's to the benefit of the story. And let me explain what I mean by this, right? So if you have team-based gameplay like this, where you form a team with your characters and you have a contest that you participate, I think you start feeling a bond to them faster, right? Because it's sort of this feeling of we're all in this together, right? And we're all competing with each other and we all want each other to succeed for our own good. That maybe something like Hades wouldn't really be able to convey. And I think that's why it's very smart of them to have made this a sports game. Because they could have made it anything, right? If you think about it. It could have been half turn-based like Transistor, or it could have been more of a hack and slash roguelike like Hades, although, I mean, it could have worked, but it would have been a bit of a stretch. But they chose to make it this sports-like competition, and I think it really, really plays out in its favor. Every single story these days is a ripoff of either existing myths, sagas, or Shakespeare. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. I think people draw inspiration from all sorts of things. Hey boss, nice model of the dots on your eyes. Thank you, they're knit stitches. But I'm glad you like it, Grendel. Thank you, and also thank you for the follow. Thank you. I got to see Kori join me in taking the Pyre pill. Yes, I like how that sounds. I'll definitely look into it. Yeah, I think it's very good. If you have some doubts, you can always pick it up when it's on sale or whatever. It is quite the long game, though. I think we're not even halfway through it, right? So, I think the point is how you mix and match them and how you place your own memorable characters into them. Yeah, I think Hades was very good. I really like the way they're approaching, like, conveying the story with this game. Pyre players are all just Bertrude ballers waiting to be unleashed. Goes on sale every quarter of the year usually looms. It's very, very good. I mean, you could probably look it up on like a key website if you want to grab it for cheaper there. You might be able to find it for the same price as it was on sale, or maybe even cheaper. It's very, very good. It's on the longer side, so do keep that in mind. Christmas sale soon. Everyone racing to be the first one to give Lumi Pyre. It's very good. It's very, very good. I'd say I'd say I like this more than Transistor. Although I really love Transistor. Like I feel like saying I liked a Supergiant game more than another is kind of rough to say because they're all really, really good. But I think I like this one more than Transistor. And Transistor hit so hard for me, especially the ending. I love Transistor. I think I like this one more than Transistor. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the ending will be really shit. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I believe in Supergiant that this game's gonna make me bawl my fucking eyes out in like 10 hours from now. I like the concept more than the other one. I own Bastion and Transistor too. Transistor is very, very short, Lumi. Transistor is like 4 to 5 hours long. If you ever want to play it like on stream, you could probably get through it in one stream if you wanted to. It's very short. Like if you only do the story, you could get through it in like 4 to 5 hours, yeah. So yeah, if you're holding off on playing it because you think it might be long, it's very short. It's very, very short. I don't know how long Bastion is, but yeah. If you stream it, tell me. I want to watch, please. I'm begging on my hands and knees. Let me watch you play Transistor. All right, I'm gonna go do these squats now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Great stretches, great squats, great shaking of the legs. Okay. Felt good to get up for a minute. Okay, how long is Pyre though? Surely there isn't too much more. Why does it say when I go to how long to beat that it takes 11 hours to beat? You're joking, right? This is a joke, right? Say psych right now. 11 hours is a fucking meme. How does anyone finish this game in 11 hours? Maybe if you skip all the text. It's closer to 15 to 16. Oh, okay. Wait, how many hours are we in now? This is like my 4th or 5th stream of this. It doesn't feel like we're close to the end though. Maybe like halfway. Alright, whatever. To be fair, I'm also reading everything out loud, so it's taking a bit longer for me too. So. Yeah, exactly. Again, we are to face the demon Ignarius and his brutes, the Tempers. He is living proof of how the rites favor raw strength of will and body. Orford then offers you such details as he knows of your next adversary. It took an hour to write. I thought it'd take an hour to read. Ignarius, a long-time resident of the downside, as evidenced by his appearance. The strongest of the Tempers, he has waited years to earn his freedom. Born to a middling Commonwealth family, he got into trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. There he took many jobs, most involving his sheer size. Most notably, he was a bouncer at Starry 8, where he came to symbolize its reputation. One day, a particularly belligerent guest got under his skin, so I gave him a tremendous thrashing. The club clientele all gave a cheer. However, this guest turned out to be a wealthy chamberlain, who then exploited his connections to have Ignarius arrested and then exiled. This was 14 years ago. But isn't it kind of sad that when we hear someone say, I like this better than this, we don't think, oh, well, that must have been fantastic, or the other one must have been shit. Like, that's pretty sad. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. I mean, it depends on the context, I suppose, but... On sight, Ignarius dropped his given name as is sometimes the custom, and survived alone through his tenacity and strength. In time, he drew the notice of the Tempers, who revealed to him the rights, recruited him onto their ranks, and let him work his way up. Now, at last, it is his turn. Ignarius struggles to return to a place that wants nothing to do with somebody like him. You should never have been exiled. Anyway, my girl, I'm off to rest. You wish a good night to Wolfred. Your travels shall continue at first light. God, you're so creepy. You are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is, doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can whenever Wolfred is around. If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, sandalwood. It was the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burned to ash. Flame-resistant inks, of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence, they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs. No matter, dear Bertrude, what's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. Is that not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas. Perhaps. Words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you, not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever thankful for your sacrifice. Thy thanks shall not be necessary, sandalwood. Are they, you know, maybe. Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Anyway, thank you, Bertrude. Helping to fill modest author's dreams. What's a good stamping press without good inks? No good at all. They change to laugh at this, but then, even still, through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us. Is that not so? Bertrude. Nay, we understand full well thou needst not further explain thyself. There are different kinds of love, Bertrude. On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, sandalwood. They each remain silent for a time. Well, this is awkward that I'm in the room now. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are, they act well on their own. Puts away his pipe. I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that, although I know that is not enough. First, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, sandalwood, it is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wilfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. I'm just interacting with everything again. Oh! Oh, they are, you know? Yeah, I mean, this was in Gertrude's description. It said that she was fond of him or something like that. She has a forbidding way about her, but her respect for Wolfred is evident, even borders on affection. Borders on affection, I'll have you know. Off we go to the next right. Oh, can I crash into people again? Hey! Wow, my beautiful wagon! What has happened? But it is you, my wonderful Nightwings, come to play a little trick on your good friend Manly, Oh, how very, very, very clever of you, and the damage you have caused my beautiful wagon. Doubtless it was very, very minimal. Fear not, I can afford repairs. There's no inconvenience at all, although I do have one request of you to make amends, that is. When we next face each other in a right, and I trust you know that I shall ask of you, would you be kind enough to stand aside and let the chastity prevail? Then we shall call it even, and when I return onto the Commonwealth, I shall see to it that you or your loved ones there are suitably rewarded. Now, ta-ta! Hello, Sarah. I hope you're well. I've been caring of how Hoob lies below. Not many exiles see fit to cross beyond it. Some fear that the listless remains of Sun Galley, thank you so much for follow. Remains of Shack Six Shoulders shall snatch them up if they attempt to cross. Others simply do not want to pass through the flagging hands. The bone titan slain by the scribe Haub the Swallow. None dared approach with their feed, whose plague had spread half across the valley, the Book of Rites. You know its true significance as we do, although your adversaries' tempers should be on their way there now. Soon you shall confront them once again. He seems very interested in visiting the mud baths along this route. Aw. May express an interest in seeing how the wild curs in the vicinity are doing. I say mud baths. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Birchroot. Okay. I was beginning to wonder when you would return. Why are you doing this? Reaching out to me again like this? I have been abandoned in this blasted rock more times than you could count, reader, and each time I have laughed it off, like so. She laughs. I feared it will be different this time. Before, I knew that someone else would come around and pick up where the previous idiot left off, but now? She scoffs and falls silent for a time. Well, it seems there may not be a next time after this, if what I am to understand about the stars out there is even a half-truth. So then, I can anticipate an eternity of utter solitude, without even the blasted rites to keep me company. Understand that, while I may be a Paratian and a glass to you, I yet retain a shred of self, and do not happily foresee that outcome. And yet you keep on coming back to me like this. If this is all in service of a torment, then you are most cruel, or lovely reader. Commendably so, I have to say. So then, am I to understand you wish to spend more time with me thus, knowing full well the stars are soon to put an end to this little affair? As if in answer to her question, you feel what seems to be the Beyonder Crystal itself. Beyonder Crystal seems to be pulling you away. Ancient sorcerer that sends Sanders this crystal prison is something to be trifled with. If you are able to provide some welcome company for her, then you shall do it. Yes, I will. Focus your mind and remain where you are, there with Sandra, in the confines of the Beyonder Crystal, and remain there with her for some time. No words need to be exchanged between the two of you, and in the darkness there, for once, she does not feel alone. Soon enough, however, she bids you to depart. You shall leave those idiots of yours listless if you remain here for too long. Be gone already, and let me know if you have need of me. Yes, I have a scribe trial. It is the least I can do in exchange for a company. You need but point me to the one you have in mind. One Bertrude trial, please. You have Senator Miss around for special trials for Bertrude. The old Balkrone, then. She does have some potential, I should think. More so than most of those with whom you share that little residence, then. Let's bring her forth. Sandra is relatable, for real, for real. Soon Bertrude appears in heat of the summons. These sins that thou hast need of us. Alright, time to ball. Sort of. The Operation Center appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Crone, you answer to me here. Oh, very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now come. Oh, she does T-pose a little. Dude, this is hard. Sandra's relatable. I like Sandra a lot. She's kind of sweet in her own way. You, bruh. Oh my god, I'm terrible. Just fucking restart me. I haven't lost yet, but... I got stuck. There we go. Press the Kori restart button. Ah! Damn it. Well, at least we already got one in this time, so. I got stuck on the thing. You know what? No, I almost made it. Oh, I'm out of stamina, so I can't jump. Man, I'm being real stupid right now. I thought I would be doing better, but... Bro! Ah! No! Dude, this is fucking hard. Their respawn times are so short. Fuck, I just wanted to make a run for it and see if that would work, but... That's not gonna go in. Not far enough. There we go. Just 20 more damage. I don't know if you can banish people by... No, flinging the orb into people to banish them was a Jadariel thing, I think. Okay, that was so lucky. That was so lucky. That was incredibly lucky. I think. Oh well, doesn't matter. I won. A simple test, undeserving to be called a challenge. Okay, let's not get out of ourselves. I ought to fail you just for gloating, Crone, but these are not my rules and your performance was sufficient. Thus, you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order to you and your lovely leader. Now farewell. Og. Proger. We got him. We got a new trinket. Easy clap. Easy clap indeed. Good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us then what trinket she bestoweth upon us. Oh, sail. But Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Thank you. Well, that's all, it seems. Talk shit get nearly bad. No one seems very much inclined to explore the blistering environs here, except for May, who is more upbeat than ever usual. A sacred bath in mud cleanses the mind. At least I think it does. But come look, come look. She draws you by the hand toward one of the muddy pits and jumps right in, laughing. At first you are put off and yet her joy is infectious. Soon you are in better spirits as she is. You return together to your wagon, where you find yourself with time and motivation to pursue your vocations. May gain +2 hope. Nice. For sure, a pleasant day. Oh, someone in the wagon. May seems to be speaking to herself again. She is unaware of your presence, or shows no sign of it at least. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. She is reciting passages from the Book of Rights, though to your knowledge she cannot read. Freedom to the worthy. The downside cannot let us all go free, thus freedom to the worthy. Is that not so, O Saint Triesta? Is that not the conclusion which you formed with your 7 most trusted friends? She pauses for a while, as though listening, and nods her head from time to time. Yes, I see. Well, I am ever grateful to you, Saint Triesta, for your guidance and your presence. And I wish all of your friends safe passage there among the stars. It must be very beautiful out there. With your wings, you can fly freely, can't you, Saint? You can visit me at any time. Come and go as you please from the stars all the way here. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. I know. And yet, sometimes I wish I was like you, or like Miss Pamtha. But I know I am the way I am because I'm meant to be this way. And I know that you are always watching. So thank you, Saint Triesta Tithys. Thank you, and your friends. Aww. Runs out in the afternoon, leaving you there to consider her words. In the Commonwealth, her unwavering faith in the 8 scribes would have been seen as a delusion. Such prayer or communion was forbidden. The scribes were mythical figures, but even they worshipped the stars, and it was the stars that lighted the way for the founders of the Commonwealth, or so its leaders thought. I definitely want to let May and Hedwyn go as well, at the very least. Would we want to mentor anyone? I don't know. Maybe just extra stat boosts. Very quiet corner near the Black Wings grounds to delve into the secrets of the Book of the Rights. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. One more hope, please. Start deep reading for the words and teachings of the Book of Rights. When you feel any or Kori struggle to articulate, inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Okay, finish studying. Need to boost Bertrude, clearly. We'll just use her in the rights. It's fine. Alright, so connect rights here soon against Ignarius and the Tempers. Well, Jadariel isn't here anymore. Page revealed. Alright, the shattered remnants of the Bone Titan Shack's 6 shoulders, which once stood vigilant over the archway into flagging hands, remain now as forbidding as when that horrid monster still possessed unnatural life. After little Haoub dispatched the Bone Titan in a feat of ingenuity, Shack's pieces fell onto the valley floor, forming a set of standing stones, which Haoub marked. Further traces of the Titan's glacial blood coagulated into perfect frozen drops, which still shimmer in the darkness. 6 shoulders seemed to start reanimating when the star above him danced out a certain way. Paint the sigil then in the shining light. Ah! Xylo bones, but that we all could become musical instrument ere our bones turn to dust. Keepsake from Jomoro Valley. Man of dem See. Schwimmen auf dem See, Köpfchen in das Wasser, Schwänzchen in die Höhe. That's all I can can play. Of a little scuff. Alright, so yeah, I was just thinking, hey, I haven't seen those guys in a while. I wonder what they're doing. Did they maybe purchase anything? I have a serious lack of money. Can you give me a discount? You guys have a good day out there. As you await the stars, a form dressed in the raiments of the rites approaches you and Wolfred. You at first presume it for one of your next adversaries, the Tempers, but he cannot be one of them. Beside you, Wolfred starts something you have never seen him do. You observe the colors that he wears, an inverse of the night wings. Oh, really? It's like mostly red and a little bit of blue, you're right. Wolfred Sandalwood, it has been a while. No, this cannot be. The demon unfastens his mask. It can. Wah! Lumi! 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 Look at him! Look at him! If this isn't a you character, I don't know what is. I'm looking respectfully. He looks cool as fuck. You perished. I watched you fall. That's him? You did. I grieved for years, yet now you live. I do, although these horns, they grew long ere I could walk again. Unbelievable, then why are you here now, Oralek? You know full well, Wolfred, to reclaim what is mine by right. Demon Oralek leaves without another word, just as the stars above burst to life and seem to set the sky aflame. Lumi, look the fuck away! Ooh, extra stamina. Maybe. No, we're fighting against demons. I don't want the extra presence against demons. Although maybe the extra quickness against demons should be okay. Just getting real. Really? Is he gonna be fighting us? Or is he joining us? I couldn't tell. He was just kind of hostile.
Reader, what lunacy is this? 'Twould appear the Nightwings are to stand against themselves this time around.
Oh no.
This is a mutiny in violation of the sacred law. The exile whom you face, Oralek. Long ago he had his chance, and he relinquished it. He cannot simply claim it now.
Oh my god.
I cannot preside over this nonsense. Good night.
He's so offended. That's so funny. What happened to the Tempers? The stars showed we were to face them. They must have suffered a misfortune of some sort. Oh my god. Tampering with the stars' designs is not permitted, Oralek. Cheating the worthy of their rightful liberty is not permitted either, Wolfred. You must know I took no part in that betrayal. Search your heart. Oralek says nothing for a time, then. Where are your raiments, Wolfred? I have refused to wear them since, in show of solidarity to you. And to elude the voice, I would suppose. Oh, I see. Yes, that too. I see you were never good at this anyway. We shall see if that new lot of yours is any better. You cannot be serious. What sense is there in standing against each other? But Oralek puts on his mask and stands ready. I shall crush this lot of yours, Wolfred. You shall see that I am not so easily discarded, and you shall not deny my liberty again. Reader, the adversary's fire. The adversary whom we face, Oralek, he is not one to back down. He was very experienced in the rites, even at the time, and so beware. There was no one in his day who could prevail against him, and he appears even stronger now. I wish I had more valuable advice to give in this. I wish I had foreseen this. I'm going to shit yourself. Well, it seems we will probably need some good units. I will say... we're not gonna out-aura them, probably. So it would probably be best to pick characters that can go around. So May is a good pick here because she can jump very far.
Chiru-sama?
Honestly, give me Pamitha as well. And then, it's been a while. Let's take Headwind. That Orlick, whoever he is, he's still our adversary here. Let's put his Pyre out. Such a triumvirate you have assembled, Wolfred. Then let us see what they can do. Come and face me, Falls Nightwings. Nice! May is fucking crazy with that trinket. Shit. Edwin! No! I like how that quest popped up as soon as I got banished. You must be the one whom Wolfred Sanelwood chose to replace me. No, look, I don't know who you are, but Wolfred hasn't done anything like that. That isn't why I'm here. Nonsense, do not lie to me. When I first learned the Nightwings had reformed with some forgotten boy now at the helm, this I needed to see for myself. And here we have it then. Sounds like you've got me figured out. Disappointing that Wolfred would take sides with someone such as this. Huh? Man, for 200 years! Shit. What? What? Why did it go all the way there? What? Did it bounce off the guy respawning? That's so fucking shit. Oh, Felix, excuse me. Ow. Oh my god. This is not going as well as I had hoped. Oh, come on. Ah! No. No. No, I don't care! I don't care! I do not care! I don't care! I need to win! I don't care! Yeah, that's through face. I think the team comp is fine. I'll definitely take May again. I wouldn't be against taking Tizo, but like I feel like Headwind was a better choice for sure. You know what? I'll take Tizo. Because he has aura. Woohoo! He was filled with mixed emotions confronting Orlick, but is prepared to fight. Such a trivial result. Yes, it's the same. Okay. Tizo. Oh! I see! Tizo was on their team! Tizo fumbles with his mask. Hey, ha! Tizo recognizes Orlek and greets him tentatively. It is good to see you. Orlek reaches for his mask in turn. How was the horn? Mended? Oh. Tizo indicates his horn has not bothered him for a long time now and thanks Orlek for it. Good, a full recovery then. But it is unfortunate to see you standing there with them, Tizo. Come with us, no questions asked. Position seems to catch Tizo off guard. Tizo indicates that he will not abandon his friends or their quest. He seems to be pleading with Orlek to stand down to listen, to not give in to anger. But Orlek shakes his head, puts his mask back on. This is something I must do, little one. He dons his mask in turn, he chirps nothing more. Yeah, I just restarted for lore. Not because I was losing. Hey, Yoshi! Nice! Isn't the B with the attack goes through solids trinket inside on this map? It's okay on like any, but like that would require me to use that character because only she can use that trinket, so. Yeah, we've already read that before. What? Shit. Mago! Nice. Not the two Tizos fighting each other. Nice! And we got the bonus. Oh, that was so sad. No! I hate Tizo. I hate playing Tizo. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Holy shit! My god. No! Why did I do that? I'm so stupid! I'm so mad. I'm just so mad. That made me mad. Yes, nice. Oh, I jumped into him. Nice. No, he caught it. No! Run, 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 run. Shit, so close. I'm fighting for my life here. Oh my god. Oh! Bruh. Why? Why did I do that? It's okay, he doesn't do that much damage, okay. Yes! No! Ugh. Tizo, go! That must have been enough, right? Okay. Jesus, that was so hard! Okay, maybe 3 of those modifiers was a little too much for me. Holy shit, that was so close. You who call yourselves the Nightwings. Keep in mind, by the way, they have like 60 more HP than us starting out. In case you've forgotten, they start with so much more than us. It's crazy. That was so close. So, you who call yourselves the Nightwings, it seems that you have learned something from Sandalwood after all. But you are the Nightwings in name only, and as for the rights, it is a mockery of what it once stood for. All of this a stain upon the legacy of the scribes. Wilfred looks on as Orlek. Orlek departs without another word. Orlek, forgive me. Oh, Tizo leveled up. Kori! Tizo gives a thanks to Hope the Soil for watching over and protecting him. Aww. Wait, how does this work? Do you have to run into the pyre? I guess so. No one else leveling up? Okay. Kori about to leave him behind? No, I'm not leaving him behind. He's just staying with us. Or like he has changed. Scars resembles now the one with whom we traveled then. I am afraid so. I can only begin to imagine what he has been through all these years. Reader, as you can see, Orlek and I, we have some years in common. A story for another day. I need some time to look at how this affects our plan. I don't think it went down. Reader, Madame, Orlek is a principled person. His freedom was denied him just when it was in his grasp. A doleful tale. Wilfred shall tell you more of him in due time. Of that I have no doubt. For now, it seems the stars beseech you once again outside. Came here to say I'm sorry for that joke. One time, never again with you. No worries. They are deep in the infinite dark. Once more you see a single star shining brighter than the rest. Well, what? This is a liberation rate? No? It is. Okay. Thank you for coming back and apologizing for it. That's very thoughtful of you. Thank you. I'm kind of strict when it comes to that kind of stuff because I like to shut down behavior I find troublesome before it becomes a problem, you know, so. Wait, what happened to the dissidents? Oh, really? It was a coin flip? I guess so. One star burns brighter with the fall of Solium. Lendl is already on his way. Interact to challenge the accusers here. Next, prevail and one among you shall be free. Okay. We can at least walk there. I don't know if we should do the next liberation rite immediately though. Once more then, onto the fall of Solium. Excellent. Our plan proceeds apace. We need but continue to make good on all such opportunities the stars present so much as possible. Then our ranks within the Commonwealth may yet grow strong enough that we shall sway the people toward our cause. It shall be difficult, but the people have their hearts and consciences, and their Commonwealth has long since lost its way. Never-ending wars with the High Wing remnants, the passing of more sentences of exile than ever before for increasing more dubious causes. Welcome back, Nona. The burning of books, the outlawing of literacy, these are corruptions of the teachings of the scribes. Together we shall prove it soon enough. So that last fight, really hard. I went in with 3 modifiers. I think I would have lost the first time, but I restarted. Restarted the right. And then very, very closely won. I was very close with my modifiers on. Also, I like the Wolfred has a 7-head comment. So remember how I said I actually went into a fight with all the Titan stars active? It was that fight. Oh no! Oh no! Wolfred, sir, what of Oralek? Wolfred says nothing in response at first, but then Oralek appears to have his own agenda now. We shall have to try and keep an eye on him, although our plan remains the same. Anyway, we have a mountain which we need to climb. Let's all rest up for a bit, if possible, this night. We fly at break of dawn. Aw, Tizo, what's wrong? Tizo seems despondent following the confrontation with Oralek. Aww. Tizo's filled with mixed emotions at having seen Oralek again. Like Wilfred, he thought for sure that Oralek had perished long ago. Tizo's angry that Oralek acted so unfriendly with everyone. Then the little imp looks at you with sadness in his eyes but says no more. He skitters up into the rafters. Aww. Oralek beat my ass back to back Monday to Sunday. The amount of resets I put through that level made me feel I was playing Hotline Miami. Oh my god. That was really hard, honestly. And all of this one's conquest, sorry, unfathomed plurins, and all of this one's conquest never has the Underking confronted such a foe as the Sea Titan plurins, like grand and hideous wench, presented nigh inestimable peril for whomever sailed or swam the downside sea. Sails of her monstrosity long spread across the world. The Underking was undeterred, nay, this one made it his life's mission to give her recompense. Emboldened, having felled her cousin Endriga, he drew her out of hiding and then sailed the remains of Dazraban, Doomshift with its sharpened prow straight through her heart. Huzzah! The catastrophic detonation which ensued left no surviving witnesses save one. The Underking survives to speak of it and write of it, which he shall do repeatedly. It doesn't help he comes in and he's playing like an actual human. Yeah, he's really good. I mean, it makes sense, right? Apparently, I've read 50 pages because I just got an achievement that says bookworm with a 50 on it. Really? Check 50 different pages in the Book of Rights. Oh my god. Jesus. What is life without an adversary? If not for forces that conspire against the will, life would be devoid of its innateness, the desire to overcome. Thus, when we ate at last, each fashioned a triumvirate based on our own ideals, we realized a void still needed to be filled as the night sky needs moonlight. We 8 were united, our triumvirates shared our affection. They needed us to set them all against a common foe. Thus did we form the Nightwings, a triumvirate envisioned to exceed them all, both through means mortal and divine, and given undue favor in each turning of the cycle. They are the adversary we all face. Okay, remake this entire game, but it's Avatar Pro bending and swap Tizo for Momo. Hey Isaac, how are you? Alright, we'll at least get to the right, I suppose. I'm good, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm enjoying this game still very much. Oh. The inverted fall of Solium roars into the sky. Somewhere beyond it lies the Commonwealth, beyond your vision and beyond your grasp. If only we could just fly home right now. Looks like this thing just can't go any higher though, and it's a long way up that fall, isn't it? We'll get there yet, just have to keep going. Pathway on the outskirts of Mount Aludiel's nameless lower summits. You sense Pametha shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Gaps through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Aludiel. You sense May shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Well, I want to take, I want to liberate Sir Gilman, honestly. guess we can go with May. You land amid the solemn beauty of Mount Olodiel, at whose summit awaits the liberation rite. Thus begins our third ascent to the fall of Solium. My ancients in the Commonwealth report our plan is proceeding. Let us strive again to liberate one of our own and raise its chances. With some time to spare after having landed, you join May on a brief expedition to the monument of Haup the Swallow. Thanks be to each of you, 8 scribes, for it is you who have united us together in this your most sacred tradition. The path and the outcome are the same, is that not so? But I need not ask, for I am sure of it, and so I shall follow unflinchingly the path you have prepared for me. Soon you and she are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Haup the Swallow has shown you favor. You shall soon begin your ascent, though there is time as yet to pursue your vocations. Let's study in private again. This afternoon you feel especially drawn to the Book of Rites and find a place to look upon in its words. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. +1 quickness, please. The 8 scribes who composed this book, their influence and their experience spreads through the pages and to the willing reader's deepest consciousness. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. User shall gain favor. Taking up 2 paths leading to the mountains once you send Sir Gilman. Yes, Sir Gilman, please. Another 10 squats. Okay. While traversing the solemn beauty on the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Molten Millith, and Sir Gilman happens to take notice. As an exile self-imposed, still worthy of your blessing, O good scribes, this night most certainly hopes so. As compatriots so yearn to once again be free, this night's heart goes out to each of them. Please help them. Soon you and he are finished paying your respects. Ready to continue your ascent, you sense that Molten Millith has shown you favor. +3 glory, let's go! Here, can I strive again at the Scribe's Gate before an archway caved into stone, or carved into stone. Shall we, reader? The minister leads you toward his counterpart, who seems unsurprised to see you all approach. The exiles of the Night Wings, and you again, Tariq. Greetings, Celeste. Aye, we have returned. The stars shine darkly these past nights. Nothing more than a portent of your arrival, is it? They're only allowed to bullet there. Shush! Why are you getting all antsy? I don't want to know shit. Likely nothing more. Now they are ready for you. Then come forth, each of you in turn. Please state your name and what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Wait, you. Oh, she points to Bertrude. You are new amongst this group. You shall go first. Please do as she asks, Bertrude, madame. We are known throughout the downside as Big Bertrude. We follow Sandalwood, for we are fond of him. He led us into exile, and he shall lead us out. And Gregorian acknowledges her and motions for the rest of you to proceed. Iran does so as before, including you. Once you have all declared yourselves, she guards you all for another moment and beckons toward the mountain's top. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Thank you, Celeste. So that's why I just completely forgot order on something regarding those interactions. Okay. Little stomach, Tarek. Monka ass. 50% ending almost achieved. We're going for the worm ending. Hey, welcome back, you guys. You know, I guess it's a pretty decent spot for business all of a sudden. Because it used to be, we're bad up here, you know? I fear just wait. And sometimes it gets real cool. Like I was telling you before and stuff like that. So anyways, you bang anything or what? What's this? Bottled void. After you manage, the bearers returns in a burst that draws in nearby adversaries. No. I'm like, when you gotta buy something. Yes, Skelly. Again, you have reached the fall of Solium, where one among you can go free, provided you prevail against the accusers in the liberation rite. Reader, we would ask a moment of your time. We have to talk. As darkness falls, the minstrel and Wolford pull you aside. We have some news that is, depending upon how you look at it, potentially unfortunate. While the minstrel directs your attention towards the dark night sky, the stars are fading. It is true, with the advent of the Titan stars, visibly fewer stars seem to be shining than ones you saw in the sky above. Yes, the stars themselves are vanishing. Why, I do not yet understand, but what it indicates is this. The rites are drawing to an inexorable end. The light of the stars, I thought the rites would be unable to commence. Anyway, that is the bad news. The good news is that there are a lot of stars to go. How many liberation rites remain, I do not know as yet. The arithmetic is complicated. Estimation of the number of the stars, the rate at which they fade, the accelerating rate at which we're being summoned here. Anyway, it'll work out as soon as possible. For now, I felt that you should be aware. We can inform the others in due time. At the moment, though, they have this right to think about, and so do you. Look forth. As the stars above begin to shine, Wolford's word begin to sink in. It seems you have limited numbers of chances remaining to liberate your companions, including this one now. Uh-oh. 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 Adversary should never be banished after plunging into your pyre. Absolutely not. I'm willing to run these two because I think I'm used to them by now. Oh no! I wanna liberate May, Gilman, and Hedwyn at the very least. At the very least. I don't think Tizo and Bertrude.
The rites are drawing to a close.
Bertrude doesn't care.
The doing of that Orlek in all his bitter spite.
Tizo.
For now, your exiles have another chance at freedom.
Tizo was born here.
Upon the fall of Solium.
Why May? Any specific reason for May?
So too do your adversaries, the accusers.
My understanding.
They fought so very bravely for this moment.
My understanding of
Whichever
May.
side
Shut
prevails
up!
soon shall send one of its own into the warm embrace of civilization.
The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the accusers, come forth and now declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. May, I just think she deserves better. My understanding is that she was downcast because, she wasn't of the same mind as everyone else, and they thought it was weird, so they just kicked her out. At least that's what I think. It could be different in the book. I'll check. Also, I like May, yeah. Voice ever, Lendl steps forward and reaches for his mask. I was branded Lendl the Liar. Once I reclaim my liberty, that name shall be forgotten, and my rightful station in the Commonwealth shall be restored. Nightwings, you may have prevailed against me when we last met here upon this sacred site, but the many years since then have taught me much. I shall not fail again. Yet you still hold much resentment for your adversaries, is that not so, Lendl? Resentment is too kind of a word. They are cheaters, one and all, unfairly favored by those scribes, although such as myself must struggle endlessly for such a chance. Bro, your name is literally Lendl. Get... humble yourself. Now come, my accusers, let us vanquish those undeserving oafs and prove now to the scribes that they were fooled to favor the likes of them. See you later, Hoshi. Good luck. He dons his mask once more. I am ready. As for you Nightwings, you bring darkness with you. What have you wrought upon the stars? Celeste, please, we do not know what is amiss here. The Nightwings have come only to see that the liberation is carried out. Indeed, then make your choice, Nightwings. Who among you is to be anointed here?
Who shall return to glory?
There is no way in hell that we're not having another 2 matches after this one, right? I mean, obviously don't answer, but... I'm thinking out loud. I really want Headwind to go free, but I also don't want to say goodbye to him. Maybe it would be smart to play safe and just make sure that he gets home. Maybe. I'll miss him terribly, but... maybe it's the right thing to do. Just to make sure that he gets home. Go for grandma. I don't like goodbyes. I don't like goodbyes either. After keeping him for last and losing the last one. You shut the fuck up, Juan. I swear to God, I'm gonna come kick your ass if you curse me like that. God, I really don't know. I really don't know. I think we'll free Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
As this knight at last regained his honor, let us now find out.
Who shall strive for him?
Hold on, what's the enemy team looking like? You're just a dude, right? Oh, you're all just dudes. She failed to meet basic cognitive standards and had no place or family in the Commonwealth. Oh, there you go! There you go! She was just cast down because they thought of her as being lesser. And that's fucking terrible. Alright, fine. We're taking Grandma. But mostly because Grandma needs XP. We shall lend your support to that one then. And give me May to make sure things go over smoothly. Me? Of course, I'll do my best. This is important. Can't ban the man. Taking ankles without having any. Why would sending her back be any better? Because she deserves to have a happy life. Kieran, hi. Hello, Kieran. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Kori. I'm an undead crime boss VTuber, or at least soon to be, both here on Twitch and sometimes YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. I hope you had a good stream. I think you were playing Undertale today, right? I saw your going live tweet today. How did it go? Undead Yakuza say what? Undead crime boss. Here, look. I'm also gonna be a trash panda. There you go. Trash Panda Crime Boss, Raccoon, Ghost, Undead. It was super fun. I'll have to watch the VOD. Pacifist Undertale is like one of my favorite games like ever. I think it was so fun. I really liked it. But thank you for the support. We're playing Pyre at the moment, which is a super giant game. You know, same people that made Hades, Transistor, and Bastion. And it's quite something. This game is probably the most niche out of all of them. You are in purgatory and you get out of purgatory by playing basketball. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing to jump into, but I hope I mean, you'll be able to see the basketball gameplay there in a second. Well, a basketball knockoff essentially. We're about to set one of our comrades free, which is very emotional. So maybe this is a good first peek into the game, although I would consider this to be a spoiler. So if you're ever interested in playing this game, please do so. I highly recommend it. It's sadly much more niche than the other games because than the other Supergiant games, because it's more visual novel than gameplay. But it's very fun. I really like it. It's very character driven. It has all the beats that you would expect from a Supergiant games that are bound to make you cry by the time the credits roll. So if you ever want to play this game, please escort yourself out or you will get spoiled. I mean, you can go see what the gameplay looks like here in a second, but I don't recommend staying super long if you don't want to get spoiled. Grandma's the best character. Do you guys want to post those emote the emote chants you guys have been posting? Honestly, like the fact that this is basketball might put some people off, but if I'm being honest, the fact that they made this like a sports game, it really ties everything together. Thank you. Hi Tron. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the game now so you guys can see what it's all about. The music is so good, by the way. You know what blows my mind? They wrote different lyrics for each team you're competing against, and there's like 8 other teams, so they wrote like 8 different songs just for like the big matches that you can encounter against them. It's crazy. First the Slither, then the winner. These are so good. Come the Nightwings and look upon me one last time, for by dawn I shall be free, while you all wallow in the terrible defeat we have in store for you. No, not the banana nuts closed door. Lendl, shut the fuck up.
Commence.
Oh, that's not the Pyre. That's another dude. Excuse me. You imp! Sing us out Tizo from across the sacred grounds. The indignity which you have brought upon me all these long years, tonight it shall be washed away, as I at last return unto my post. Long had I toiled in this abominable place, only for you, pathetic wretch that you are, you of all things, to thwart me, and my accusers in a moment of triumph. Oh, I see. It was small consolation knowing that the Nightwings fell apart soon after, a misfortune which you doubtless wrought yourself. As for we have clawed our way back to this mountaintop, you sniveling, loathsome little beasts, and this time, things are going to transpire in a very different manner. Just you watch. Oh, it's just a little dude. Tizo just stares right back at him, betraying no emotion, but then he claws at his mask. Cra-cra! Certain M expressions is this translation. Suffice it, Tizo does not hold Lendl in high esteem. Seems Tizo does not hold Lendl's mother in high esteem either. mask once more. Why you? How dare you raise your weakling voice at me? You blasted Nightwings! Would that we could all go free, that I might have you all arrested and sentenced once again. Now get out of my way! Damn, dude. Ah, he's too fast! He's so hard to control sometimes. Go, Grandma, go! The soundtrack is very, very good. They all are for all these Supergiant games, to be honest. Cool of the 12-year-old in the COD lobby talking shit and winning. Now, accusers, grant me your auras and your anger that we may finally secure our rightful victory against these demons whom we face. He's channeling the auras of his triumvirate, and their strength combines with his. This must be the aura gain. Secret technique developed by the accusers to ensure their victory and liberation rise. What? They're busting out the secret moves! Okay. Is he shielded now? Looks like he might be shielded.
Certainly enjoys a rousing speech.
I almost made it.
Nothing in the ranks.
I'm just trying to stall them right now.
Banishment.
Alright, go, May, go! Excuse me. What? That didn't make it go in? Okay. The circle is gone big mode, yes.
I wonder shall the Nightwings press
Ow.
their luck?
No, Phil, excuse me. Ah, damn it. Ah, shit. That's okay.
Your pyre shall soon be.
He's too fast. All these buffs I gave him just made the game so much harder. No! God, that is so upsetting. Just gotta spawn kill these fuckers. I mean these hackers. Excuse me. No!
That was exciting.
This is impossible to control. Oh!
Glorious.
Excuse me. Yes! There we go.
She looks.
My cast is turning. I damaged your Pyre for 30. Oh, I ran into the wall.
The orb engulfed in fire.
Alright, 19 more damage.
The rite has nearly ended. Now.
No! Thank you.
And there it is. The Nightwings proved their worth. An outcome which left little room for doubt.
And I'm truly living up to the 2 L's in his name. Stake sweep!
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Did this statue only go up when you freed Jodariel? Blast you, Nightwings! Again, you cheated me! Have you no pride at all in this tradition? Oh, the other one. Oh, it's each scribe has a different statue that goes up. Ah. Sir Gilman stares at nothing in particular since he is still taking in what has transpired and what it means for him. So then, this night he is to be free? He is to be free? Nay, but that would mean... Why? That would mean his honor is restored. One cannot go back onto our commonwealth by any other means. This night's exile was self-wrought. His disgrace profound, that he has been atoned under the eye of the Under King and those of all his noble comrades. Begins to grow very emotional, and then this knight loves you all. He loves you all. That you would strive for him and let him join your noble quest. This knight does not feel as though he is deserving of this outcome, yet the results appear inarguable. Even now, this knight is drawn into the shimmer pool, where time grows brief. I love you too, Sir Gilman. Therefore, know this, beloved friends. This knight shall ever strive on your behalf. There is the Commonwealth. There in the Commonwealth. Though his honor may have been restored, his true journey only now begins. And so, good friends of the Nightwings, this night must now bid you farewell. However, the bonds we form together shan't be broken by mere distance. Nay! Strive on, good friends, strive on! You still hear Sir Gilman as he vanishes into the shimmer pool. If this lowly knight could have achieved such glory, surely can you all. For now, farewell, farewell! May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Sir Gilman.
Can't steal the evil!
The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites.
So
may
this is
yet
Pyre. Yes,
continue
this is
for a
Pyre.
while. May the scribes have mercy on us all.
This is Pyre, sounds like slang young people would use. You prevailed in the liberation rite against the accusers. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Sir Gilman, who returned to the Commonwealth. I overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. He hath passed from this place along with all his eccentricities. The scribes will see a safe return. I wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be the next to go. Then Wolfred asks the group to gather. He says you know what news he is about to share. Everyone, I must apologize for bringing such news at this late hour, but I felt that you all would wish to know this as soon as possible. The context of our plan has changed. He looks about at everyone before revealing to them, but the stars have revealed to you both. The stars above are disappearing. They seem just to be fading away one by one, for reasons that the scribes alone may know for certain, though we all may harbor our suspicions. See for yourself if you have any doubt that it is so. Hush falls over your companions, all exhausted from the rite, now stunned into silence. If this phenomenon continues unabated, we have every reason to believe it shall. Then the rites shall cease when the stars no longer shine, permanently cease, that is. The companions exchange glances. You sense negative emotions rising, confusion, fear. Ow! Kori, are you winning? Yes. Before I gave you the impression that should the Nightwings not prevail in the liberation rite, there would be other chances. This remains so, however, our chances are now numbered. The exact number I have yet to ascertain, but to be quite frank, there are more of us than we have chances left. Since your fellow exiles are beginning to realize what this means. I know this must be difficult to hear, but it is not to be a cause for panic. Our plan remains essentially unchanged. We shall take which opportunities arise and return as many as we can. I urge you all to take whatever time you need to think this through. At dawn, we shall head south again to Moonlight Alcove. We can discuss this further then. Now, please get some rest. Our path grows harder, though not insurmountable. Not while we stand together. We can still prevail. The group disperses, some whisper in hushed tones, others turn to their quarters, speechless. There will be time later to better understand this omen. Well... I'll bet she loses on purpose for content. Alright. Well, that'll be me for today. I hope for any raiders that are still here, this was a good peek into Pyre. I highly recommend it if you're willing to sit down and read and play like a longer story-based game, because the world building in this is incredible. So if you're willing to dive into something, let it be this game. Supergiant just makes bangers after banger. If you like their previous games, you'll probably like this one as well. But thank you all so much for hanging out. I had an amazing time today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you again for the support.